Good morning everyone and welcome to day 2 of David Watches Pixar. Now I'm going to be starting this morning a little bit differently. Finding Nemo is up first today, but I'm going to be watching it whilst doing my Joe Wicks workout. So I normally listen to quite like high tempo upbeat music whilst I'm doing my workouts to keep me pumped. So it's going to be a bit different watching Finding Nemo when we have quite a traumatic start to the movie instead of that. So let's kick off the day. So before I start, I just want to say here's the setup. I was having an eye about what to do, but I kind of know the Joe Wicks workout quite well. There he is. Morning, Joe! And so I'm going to have him on the laptop because I do this one quite regularly. And then I'm going to be watching Finding Nemo on the big screen. So let's see if we can find Nemo. Oh man, that was hard work. I am sweaty as always. I've just paused Nemo, just while I catch my breath. Oh man, oh, let's sit down after a workout, it's really nice. Oh, I quite enjoyed it. That's not as distracting as I thought it would be because luckily Joe, he doesn't play any music, he literally just talks. And so I just turned him down a little bit. And you can hear the beeps when the next workout comes in, and then there's a long beep for when it finishes. So it's very easy to do and watch a film. I might start doing that more often, that's quite good. I enjoyed that, but so I'm gonna leave Nemo paused and I'm gonna go and have a shower. Oh, Squirt's so cute.
Okay, Jonah, go, go, go!
Go, 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 go! If you've been on the ride at Disneyland Paris, that bit is incorporated into the ride. It's really good fun. I still haven't showered. I've still had a shower. I'm just sat here watching Nemo, just all sore. But I will go and get a shower in a minute. I told you I was going to get showered eventually. Oh, that is so much better. I love a good shower. So now I've got half an hour left on Nemo and then I can have some breakfast. Finding Nemo, I love it so much. It's one of my favourite films. It's in my top 10 movies of all time. Always has been, ever since the first time I watched it. So obviously it's a 5-star. It's just a fantastic story. It's really wonderful to watch. And as always, it's so funny. Dory is just one of the best Pixar characters. Ellen DeGeneres, who voices her, has got it spot on. It is brilliant, and I just love her and Marlin's relationship as it builds up, and then just following the story of Nemo in the fish tank with all the others. And this has got, I was looking at the cast, I was intrigued because I was recognised a lot. This has got one of the best voice casts ever. It's got so many people in it. I think there's about like 10 like very recognisable voices in there. One of my favourite being Bruce, who's voiced by Barry Humphries, who a lot of people would know, who I grew up with as Dame Edna, who's very, very funny. Who's one of my favourite like real life characters. But yeah, it's just great, and let's just seeing the underwater world like that. I mean, because as you know, like from my Disney one, Little Mermaid was a 5-star, but this just takes it to another level, and I just love it so much. And before we move on, it's time for the quiz question for the first one of the day. So this one is, how old is Crush the Turtle? Is it 125, 150, 175, or 200 years old? Those are some years he's got behind him. And the answer is, it's 150 years old. Congratulations if you got that one right. Commiserations if you didn't, but you've got another 3 opportunities. So there we go. So I'm going to have a quick bite to eat because I haven't had any breakfast yet. And then I'm moving on to the next one, which is The Incredibles. Breakfast and a cup of tea. And now it's on to The Incredibles. Cheers. I'm having a little lay down. I've just finished The Incredibles. It's a film of 2 halves for me. The first half I find very dull. Not a fan of it. I'm not the biggest, like, I know obviously they're established superheroes, but for us it's almost like a bit of an origin story, and I don't know, I can find them a bit tedious sometimes. But the second half, like when they go on the island to fight Syndrome and the robot as a family, it's awesome. Like when Elastigirl and Dash and Violet are on the plane and that explodes. Pretty much from there, I love it. I think it's a really good superhero movie, and it's action packed and it's good fun. And I like seeing them all working together with their superpowers. But yeah, it's just the first half falls a bit flat for me. But so together, I'm gonna give it a 3-star. And we need a question, of course. So the question for The Incredibles is, what was Mr. Incredible's job when he was a civilian? Was it A, a banker, B, a shop assistant, C, a lawyer, or D, an insurance salesman? Have a guess, have a guess. Time's up! And the answer is D, he was an insurance salesman. And he helps that little old lady out, which I find quite sweet. Look at, this looks quite grey. I like blondie bits in my beard here, that looks really cool. Oh man, I can't wait to go grey. So yeah, so now it's time to have some lunch, because I'm hungry. My lunch is made! Nothing exciting today. I don't even want to pick it up because it's fallen apart. But I am having a coleslaw wrap, and with a bit of chicken in it. I think I overfilled it. I often overfill my wraps and it all starts falling apart. But I spoke to Lauren earlier on the old text messages, and she wants to do some drawing tonight, so we are going to do our first drawing challenge this evening. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I've got a couple in mind, but be sure to stick around to have a look at our drawings later. But next up is Cars. It's Disney and Pixar's like most profitable movie, just for you pure merchandise. I know still even now, like if I go in the Disney store, there's still like a section just completely dedicated to Cars. Everything else always changes, but the Cars one always remains. But it's not one of the most popular. But I haven't seen Cars in years, so let's see what I think of it. I love these.
Freedom, it's time.
Ah, I love this little guy. I like Cars. I feel like it gets a lot of stick, but it's got a lot of heart, that film. It really has, and there's some beautiful moments in it. What I've not noticed before, like there's little bugs that are cars, little car bugs, which is very cute. Yeah, it's a fairly simple story, and it starts off a bit shaky, but I feel like the film gets better as it goes along. Like one of my favourite parts of the film is when Lightning McQueen and Sally, they just go for a drive, and you see them going around Radiator Springs. It's just like beautiful to watch. It's lovely. It just makes me feel like, because since this whole isolation thing has began, although I've been in a car a couple of times when I've had to drive to a shop, I've not just been out for like a proper long drive, and I miss it. I really do miss it. It's weird how watching that film is like, I just want to go out and have a drive for like a good hour. Like I don't care where I go. I just want to go and have a drive. I'm going to give that a 3-star. Yeah, it's good. I do like the world of Cars, and I do like it how at the end, during the credits, that they're watching Pixar movies, but all the Pixar movies are as Cars. So there's like Toy Story and Bug's Life. It's very cool. It's clever. I like that little kind of things like that. As I've said before, that's why I love Pixar so much. It's brilliant. But of course you want a question, don't you guys? So the question for Cars is, what car model does Luigi really want to meet? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a Mercedes? Is it a Lamborghini? Or is it a Tesla? Give you a few seconds to think. And the answer is A! It's a Ferrari. Yeah, I like that bit. I do like the pit stop guys. They're very cool. They're very funny. They do make me laugh. So now I am waiting for Lauren's return. Whilst I'm waiting for her, I'm going to start on the fourth and final movie of the day, Ratatouille. She's going to go out for a run as soon as she gets back I might pause it however far I'm in and go for a little walk and get a bit of air and exercise with her. I'm not going to run, I don't run, but I should see how I feel. And then, yeah, as I said earlier, we're going to be doing a bit of drawing this evening, which is exciting. From what I've seen, the Pixar ones are a bit tougher to draw than the Disney ones. So that'll be interesting to see how they turn out. Lauren's here.
Hi! I'm here, but I'm going for a run.
She's going for a run.
David's
She's going
not
for a...
coming with me.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yes!
Okay, I'll come with you.
Ah! Yay, really?
I will.
Yeah, that's made me so happy!
Good. So he's not happy.
That's made me so happy.
Minnie. Not hatred. Oh dear. Half asleep, half annoyed. But full beautiful. Oh, well, that was a lovely little walk. It was well needed. It was a very breezy and windy down on the beach, but it is lovely. It is nice to be able to get out and just have a little walk along the beach and to see Lauren doing her running. She's getting very good at running. I'm very proud of her. And I was going to go back and watch Ratatouille, but Lauren's just in the shower, and as soon as she gets out and gets changed, we're going to do some drawings. I'm just going to get that all set up. So, Pixar drawing.
I don't hold out much hope for this.
We're drawing Woody. We're drawing his head. Lauren's...
I've seen the finished product and I don't think mine's going to be very good.
I might...
I think I work much better in circles based on Baymax and Mickey.
Well,
You
we'll
might be
see.
better at this.
I don't know. We'll have a look. But we've got... So we've been... You have to use 2 pencils this time.
Posh boy
Because
stuff.
I actually looked ahead.
Well done.
Even though...
Oh, it's only 6. It's only
yeah,
7
so
minutes
it's
long.
a short video, but it might be involved a lot of pausing.
Do you link these down below and ask people to show you their drawing?
No, I don't.
Link the video down below
And show us your
and
drawing.
show David your drawing on Instagram.
Right, let's go.
Go. That's so big on his head. I've had to mix it up a bit myself. I've had to add in bits of his head. Yeah.
Ready? Go. It's alright. No.
It's bad. I mean, yours is also not good.
I'm quite impressed with mine.
Mine's so bad.
Alright, let's so this is mine.
I don't want to show mine.
Well, you've got that.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
going
Oh
to.
god, that does look bad. Oh, it looks worse on camera, and then show yours.
I think mine is worse, but has captured more of a Disney essence.
Yours actually looks more like Woody than mine.
I don't think
I
mine
don't
looks
know
like
how.
Disney at all.
No, it
Mine,
doesn't.
I think it's the rounding of stuff makes mine look more Disney. But look how many times I've done the eyes and the nose. And
Sorry.
it's so hard. I'm putting mine away.
No.
I don't want
So
to-
there we go. So that's another round of
Do you need it?
Disney Disney drawings. And now I've got to go and watch Ratatouille and carry on.
I want my dinner.
Has anybody been on the Disneyland Paris Ratatouille ride? It was really good fun. You sit in like a rat-shaped vehicle, and it's a trackless ride with like 3D elements. It's really good fun. You follow Remy as he gets chased around the kitchen. I know they're building one in I think it's in Epcot in Florida. So you guys should be excited for it. It's good. It's not like adrenaline fuel, but it kind of reminds me a bit like you know, the Spider-Man ride in Universal. It's a little bit like that, But the as I said, like it's a trackless ride, so it kind of goes all over the place. It was good fun, and as it is with most Disney rides, like the theming of it is absolutely amazing. And at the end, there's a restaurant. Is there going to be a restaurant in Epcot? Do we know? Not really looked into it. But yeah, the restaurant is really cool. So it's like you've been shrunk down, and like the seats are like bottle tops and stuff like that. It's very cool. When Ratatouille first came out in the cinema, I never went to watch it. I just didn't think I'd like it. Even when it came out on DVD, I didn't even bother buying it straight away. I think it was probably a good like 5, maybe 6 years until after its release, until I sat down and watched it. I think it was on like terrestrial TV. I would just sat down and had nothing better to do, and it just completely blew me away. And I was gutted that I never gave it the time of day when it was first released. It's such a great film. Another one up there is one of my favourite bits. I feel like a lot of these are up there as some of my favourite Pixars. This is another 5-starer. So good. Remy the rat, who is a very good chef, is brilliant. I love his little journey, as well as Linguini. He doesn't actually have any chef skills, because sort of Remy controls him by this hair and hides under his chef's hat. But they work together and make a pretty good duo. And they end up running Gusto's, and I love the critic as well. He's very good, and that ratatouille that he cooks at the end looks delicious. I really want to like have that ratatouille. It just looks so nice. And you're going to need a question to wrap up the day with. I always feel like I need to read at least one of them off of the phone straight. So this is the fourth and final question of the day. So this is, what is Chef Gusto's famous saying? Is it just add salt, bon appetit, anyone can cook, or you're the chef? Have a little think, shout out your answer. It is C, anyone can cook. So there you go. Congratulations if you got that right. Again, commiserations if you got it wrong. A few of you have been telling me how your score's been getting. A couple of people said they've got 4 out of 4, and a few more people are saying they've got 3 out of 4. That the Monsters Inc. #1 threw them a little bit. So it's good. So I'm glad that I'm chucking the odd one in there that's challenging you. So that's it from me for day 2. And I'll be back tomorrow, where I'm upping it by 1 and I'm watching 5 films. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.